Hello.
You're back, Edwin.
We're talking for the first time today.
I'll piece it together. I don't know how I'll figure it out. I guess I think I have to edit it on there. But for the people listening, if you know our millions, I'm sorry. We just had a little disconnection here. I don't know what happened. Did you get a notification or something?
No, it just like went. Oh yeah, I got a text notification. I think that's it.
Yeah. I think if you get like a text message or like something like that, I don't know. The app is kind of weird. But I mean,
Damn.
I just put mine on.
Spotify, you need to fix that, or we're not
Yeah.
gonna let you be an ad
y-
for us.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna have to. I'll talk to them. I'll talk to the director. Actually,
Yes.
pretty cool. We'll
Thank
figure
you.
it out. All right. So you were talking about the movie.
The
I
Boy
forgot
and
what
the
you.
Heron. I was saying that that's the movie. One of the movies I'm excited for. Miyazaki has made a lot of great movies. Actually, his last movie, The Wind Rises, I think came out in 2014, 13.
Uh-huh.
And it was supposed to be his last movie, and he retired, but he's back. He said, "I'm back," and he's making movies again. So it's a pretty big deal, for people who's loved his movies and wants to see him back. We're excited. I'm excited to see if he's like back in good form. Well, but if he got kind of bad after this decade, nah. But I think it'll be good. So I'm excited for that one.
So he retired for health reasons, or what? Do you know like the specifics on that? Details or what went
He
down?
is he. I think it's just because he's older now. He's pretty old, so he was just kind of gonna retire. And but a lot of kind of artists, especially in film, they kind of say they're gonna retire and then they kind of come back. If they love making movies, they can't. They want to go back to it. They're obsessed with it. Like
Yeah.
Martin Scorsese says he will make movies until he can't. Quentin Tarantino said he's gonna retire after this next movie, but everybody thinks he'll come back later.
Which one's his
But
next
yeah,
movie?
it's actually gonna be. I think it's gonna be called The Movie Critic, but it's gonna be about a movie critic back in like the '70s or something.
Oh
So
yeah, that's right. That's right. That's gonna be interesting to criticize that movie, huh?
yeah, I mean, but I don't know. Like, is he gonna be making fun of movie critics, or is it gonna be? I don't know, because movie criticism back in the day, it was a way bigger deal. So who knows? We'll see.
Okay, cool. So what other movies you're interested in?
Another movie I want to see really badly. Poor Things. Have you heard of that one?
I have not. I saw it and I didn't really click on it. Is that one the musical?
No, it is not a
Okay,
musical. I
okay,
guess it could kind of look like one, maybe. It has Emma Stone. It's
okay.
from Yorgos Lanthimos. He's the one that's made The Favorite. I don't know if you saw that one. It was a big movie a few years ago, and yeah,
Mhm.
it's pretty much like Frankenstein's monster, but like reimagined, and it's more of a comedy too, like a dark comedy. So
Right.
basically, Emma Stone is the Frankenstein's monster, and so she's learning how to be human, and yeah, it's about that. So.
Okay. Oh, that's pretty cool. That's dope. And that was. Do you know when that was coming out this month? And do you know when it's coming out?
Yeah, it's supposed to come. Well, it'll come out in select theaters this weekend, actually, and probably a little bit more next weekend. So if you're in LA,
Yeah.
definitely LA has
Right.
everything. You can watch it this weekend. If not, if you're in Arizona like me, you
Yeah.
have to wait another weekend.
Oh, it's a
I
little
know it's
everything.
late. I miss
Everything.
LA. LA had all the. I could see any movie I wanted.
Yeah. And you're in Phoenix right now?
Yeah. So now here it
Uh,
sucks. It's a wasteland.
it's a wasteland. I've never been, so I'll go out there one day. But
Yeah, we won't go
what?
to the movies because it
There you
sucks, but
go.
we'll do other things.
What other movie you interested in that's coming out?
So one movie, I don't know if I'm more interested or I'm curious about it. I'm sure you've heard of it,
Yeah.
the new Wonka movie.
Yes.
Because I do love the original one, and I did actually like the Johnny Depp version back when it had came out. But I'm
Right.
like, I don't know, like, do we need another one? It's like a prequel, so that's kind of interesting. And I really do. Timothy Chalamet is one of like my favorite like up and coming actors,
Yes.
but I don't know. By the trailer, I kind of felt like he wasn't doing that great of a job, and we'll have to see though.
Maybe they don't want to give away too much on the trailer.
No, I just meant like his performance, but maybe I
Oh,
mean same thing. It could be.
right. No.
Maybe it's
Yeah.
better in context.
maybe. Well, yeah, we'll see. I mean, this dude, like, I know you wanted to talk about a little bit of like the rising stars. Timothy, how do you pronounce his last name?
Chalamet, he's like wanna be
Chalamet.
French.
Chalamet. Well, he wanted to be French. Well, I think he is French, isn't he? I was reading that he has a dual citizenship here in the
Probably he probably
States
has
and
some French
France.
ancestry or
Yeah,
something.
I think his mother is French or something like that. Yeah, I don't know.
But I think
I
his
think
parents are born in America, so it has to be like grandparents or more.
yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know really know about the details on that, but yeah. So that guy he's been coming up. He's also in Dune, right? So he's also in
Yeah.
Dune. So he's him from Dune, and then he was. I think I got to know of him a little more because of SNL, because of the skit that he
Oh
did
yeah.
with Pete Davidson, and
Oh, what
I
are
was
the
like,
rappers?
yeah, with the rapper. So that's pretty funny. That's pretty hilarious, and so this
I
guy's
like how
he's
you're like Timothy Chalamet as
yeah.
seen in Dune and that one SNL skit I saw.
Yes, exactly. That's what, bro. I got range. I got range, dog. I'm telling you. SNL, Dune, fucking Wonka, bro. I'm telling you. I know
So what
this
do you
guy.
think? What do you think of Wonka? What is
The,
your
I
interpretation?
watched. You know what? I think I agree with you in terms of the first one's great. It had like that creepy aspect. I don't know. Like I like it. I like those older grainy movies. Like it was really good. And then the one following was kind of it was kind of whatever. I was not too excited about it. It was okay. It's not bad. Like if you told me, hey, let's watch it, I'd be like, all right, yeah, fucking put it on, let's watch it again, right? Let's do it. Yeah. Like I'm down. Like let's go. But the trailer for this new one, it is a prequel, and it's I guess that's pretty cool. Like if you're into like the Willy Wonka lore, you
The
know,
Willy Wonka
if
lore.
yeah, like if that's it, if like this, like if that's your thing, then hey, whatever. You know,
I don't know if I want to meet the person who's into like Willy Wonka lore. Like,
if anybody's into Willy Wonka lore and that's your shit, and you got posters in in your room or whatever it is you stay, please let us know. We wanna talk to you. We just want
we
to have a
want to
little
interview. You could
conversation.
interview them for the podcast.
Please, I want to interview you. I want to know what your obsession is
First
with.
question: Why?
Oh man, but no, but yeah, I mean that's like, it's like I mean, I think it's a movie. I mean, I think it's gonna do okay. Opening weekend, I think so. I have a feeling. I mean, it's got a strong.
I think it's gonna do good, really good, because there's no every year there's supposed to be the big Christmas movie, and this one
Yes,
comes out like the weekend before Christmas, so families might go to see it. And when I used to work at the movie theater, Christmas and Thanksgiving were like two of the biggest days people go to the movies, and it's families,
yes, yeah,
so they're
and I
gonna want
think
to go see Wonka.
yeah, you're right. And then and just to add on to that, I think the movies that came out like a week before Christmas, actually I think will tend to do better than the ones on release day. I think personally because like the people that went to go see it the week before, get to talk about it. Like for example,
Yeah,
you will probably go see it and tell your homies
yeah,
and tell everybody about it and be like, hey, the movie was good. You should go watch it at the theaters. And then they'll be like, oh yeah, it'll be planted in their brain and they'll go see it for Christmas. Okay, so it's gonna build up a little bit more.
I
Um,
agree.
yeah.
And
So I mean,
what's the competition? Aquaman. We really said the last podcast, none of us want to watch it.
yeah, I did. I wrote down Aquaman just because, just to please that
The people into
community,
Aquaman lore.
the people into Aquaman.
That one at least makes more sense. There's a lot of
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah, Luis, we're
Yeah,
looking
I know
at
we don't have
you.
Luis here to tell us about it.
Oh man, we miss you, Luis. So we'll hope to see you soon. Hopefully next week. But Luis has Jason Momoa Aquaman posters. He
Well, but
probably,
if he's also into Wonka lore, who knows? Maybe there's a Wonka
oh,
comic book.
he's not here to defend himself. He's not here to defend himself. No, no, but I think. Oh, I think. I know it's. I wrote down Aquaman 2, and it's the part two, right? For
Yeah.
where he returns, and I guess I mean the first one did
You
really
didn't know
well, right?
everything about it, how you're just like he returns. That's what I
No,
know.
yeah, he returns. He's back at it again. Aquaman in the water. Jason Momoa. Um, I mean, the
Also in
first one
Dune. Also in Dune.
also. Hey, this is low key a Dune podcast. Um, I
I'm into
actually,
Dune lore, by the way.
I got the. I told you I got the book and I started it.
Yeah.
So you know what's interesting is that I actually also bought the the audiobook for it.
Oh,
You know,
nice.
so I'm reading along and I'm listening. But what's cool about the audiobook is that it has like different people speaking for
Doing the
different,
voices.
like doing the voices, yeah. And then
Oh,
like
okay.
when he gets tense, you hear like little music and it's like
Oh,
little
okay.
sound bits. It's really good. I was like, you know, fucking audiobook was $30, but fuck, I mean it's worth it, I guess, you
I
know.
might do that because I already read the book, so to hear it
dude
might be good.
dude dude, trust me, I think you should check it out. But uh going back to Aquaman, and so the first one came out in 2018, right? And it did really good. It got like 1.15 billion globally, right? And so I mean the
Yeah, it was a
DC
billion
movies,
dollars. I
yeah, I did
still
it.
don't get how that happened.
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's just Jason Momoa's got the he has a star power, I guess. I don't know.
Maybe, maybe.
But yeah, let's see. But oh yeah, I think you had mentioned what movie is going to compete against Wonka for that weekend, because I think that's one of the more exciting movies coming out. I think a lot of like families will go, like you
It's
said,
family, it's Christmassy. I think that's
family.
gonna win it.
Yeah, yeah. I think it's going to be a home run. We'll say it right here officially on the podcast. I
A
think I'm gonna
billion
say
dollars. Richard
it's gonna
says a
be a
billion.
billion dollars. Will it hit a billion? I don't know, but I think the
If
one of the
if
movies.
it's not, he's gonna wear a dress to his wedding. That's the
Oh
best.
shit, Maria and Maria wear a suit. Damn, she'll probably be down. Um,
She'll look good in
honestly,
the suit, but would you look good in the dress? That's the
bro,
question.
bitch, I'd fucking kill that shit, bro. I'd look fucking
You're slaying, you're slaying,
fantastic.
like
I'd
Luis.
fucking slay that shit, bro. Are you doubting me, bro? I'd work
Sorry,
on my
sorry.
I'd work on my back a lot, you know. So I have like a fucking just what's up, you know. But
Oh my god.
but you know, the movie that I think is gonna do pretty good and it is gonna compete in that, and I mean it's a completely 360 from Wonka, is the Iron Claw.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, the Iron Claw, and it stars Zac Efron, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
And it's a
Yeah, it's
wrestling
right up your
drama.
alley.
Yes, it's good.
Do you know about these characters? It's a true
You know
story.
what? This is kind of before me.
Okay. Before your
I
time.
mean, yeah, this is before yeah. This is the story about of the. I've heard of them, and they were mentioned before. The brother that's still alive. Spoilers. I mean, it's you know, the brother that's still alive guy actually got inducted into the Hall of Fame for WWE, I believe, in 2009.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah, and that's the character that Zac Efron plays. He's the one that I mean that lives, of course, right? You guys kind of see the story through his eyes and all that stuff.
And
But
also,
yeah,
if you see, there's the other actors, Jeremy Allen. He's if anybody has seen Shameless or The Bear, that show's been like a big hit recently.
I
He's in it
yes, I
too.
did hear about that. Yeah, the bear.
He's in it, and then another guy named Harris Dickinson, which is quite a name.
Yeah, yeah.
He's like English, some English guy,
Harry,
Harry
Harry,
Dick.
Harry Dickinson. I mean, that guy must have been very popular in school.
but
That's
he's a good actor too. He's in I don't know if anybody saw Triangle of Sadness, but that was a good
right. Right. I'm sure one of our millions of listeners. I'm sure.
movie. One of them has seen it, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. One of them got to see. I'm sure. Drop some comments, guys. Drop some comments. But yeah,
But you know,
basic. Yeah, go ahead.
oh
Go ahead.
no. Well, I was just gonna say like I've been thinking for a long time that Zac Efron is actually a good actor. He just never does like good movies, really. So like, I
Right.
mean, some movies are pretty funny, like Neighbors and stuff, but he never really gets that movie to show off. And then this seems to my maybe be the movie because everybody's been talking about it. It's been like in film festivals, and critics have been saying that it's like his best role. So that's a pretty big deal for him, I think.
That is true. Yes, I'm actually very excited to see the performance. Did you see how he changed, like his in terms of like his physical features? Like that
I
dude
mean, I
looks,
feel like he's been yoked for a while though.
bro. He fucking dude. That motherfucker's jaw is insane. And like it doesn't look real. I'm
But
like,
he
who
had
the fuck?
but he had plastic surgery before.
Oh, he did? Oh, I didn't know that. I was not aware. Yeah,
Oh
I don't
yeah.
know.
Well, I could let you know on that little thing. So actually, I don't know when it was. It might have been a year or 2 years ago. But he came. I don't know when. Maybe it was for this movie when he was filming it. But everybody saw that his face looked different, and
Right.
then everybody was like saying, "Oh, like that's messed up. He got plastic surgery. Why would he do that?" But
Hmm.
then he came out to say that he had to get some like jaw surgery or something because he had some like really bad injury. I don't know if he got hurt while he was doing something
Hmm.
or what, but he had to get surgery supposedly. That's what he's saying. I'm not saying it's not true, but of course some people don't believe it and think he just got plastic surgery. But yeah,
Right.
so he actually that's why it looks different for this movie because I think it's the first movie he's done since that surgery.
Yeah, he looks. Yeah, he looks. I mean,
It
he
looks
looks like a.
different, right?
Yeah, he looks very, very different. Yeah, no, yeah, he looks. But yeah, I'm excited to see him. Just a quick little thing on what that movie is. Yeah, it's about a wrestling family, and like a lot of tragic shit happens to that family. Um, it talks about the Von Eyrick brothers and the dad, and like all the crazy stuff that was like that happened to them, right? Like it was, it was like in the early '80s, and um, basically on that one, they the dad, like he's the
But
one
no,
that.
don't say it. I don't
Oh,
know
okay,
yet. I want to be
okay,
surprised.
all right then.
I know like Zac Efron like survives. The only brother that survives because everybody says that, but I want to be surprised how they
Okay, it's very
die.
dramatic. It's dramatic and it's just crazy how everything. It's one of those wrestling things. It's kind of like that. I mean, it's brought up here and there, but it's not really talked about. Kind of like Chris Benoit, you know. He's kind of like. Do you know who that is? Chris Benoit.
No, I don't.
Okay, okay. Chris Benoit was a very popular wrestler. He was kind of like on par with Eddie Guerrero in terms of like charisma and like wrestling ability. He killed like his family, and then he killed himself with only his son surviving. So there you go.
Dang.
Yeah, pretty crazy stuff. So like those are one of the things that like people don't really talk about in wrestling. I mean, it's out there, but I mean, the Von Eyrick brother. I mean, the one that's still alive. I mean, they inducted them into the Hall of Fame. So I mean, it's not it's not that bad as the killing your family and you know.
Yeah, I would say yeah.
Yeah. So I think yeah, you know, those are yeah. So yeah, so I think those. I mean, those are my movies. So like Aquaman. I mean, just because it's a superhero movie that's coming out, and I
Are you
mean,
gonna watch it?
so no, I'm not gonna watch that. No, big pass.
Fuck no.
Even if you even if you buy me a ticket, I'm not gonna go see it.
That's so funny.
I'm good. Like, so superhero movie. You got Aquaman, and then you got another superhero movie to some Wonka, right? You never know. You got some. You
Maybe
got
he'll
some.
be a superhero in this movie. We don't even know. We
Maybe I
don't
don't
know his
know.
lore.
We don't know. We don't know the Wonka. No man.
But I do think Wonka's gonna be the biggest movie though, because even though the Iron Claws like are really popular, like the movie that would do better is a family movie because
No, yeah.
Christmas. So it has to be that was the Iron Claw is probably rated R. Like I kind of think like what movie will be good is did my mom hear about this movie? Because that means like the average like boomer and their family
That's
are
true.
excited to
That's
watch
true.
it, and my mom is excited for Wonka. She doesn't
Okay.
know anything about it, but she just wants to see
She
Wonka.
wants to see. She's like Wonka. Yeah, dude. Is
I
your
guess ask
mom,
her. Maybe she has the Wonka
bro?
lore.
You should. Can we have her on the next episode?
We could try. She probably will be like so bad at technology that she will like there'll be like 10 times like she gets cut out.
Oh man, be like, so I heard you love Willy Wonka. That's so.
Why?
That's why. I need to know. But
Cause
Let's
isn't Willy
see.
Wonka like in the original movie? He's kind of like a dick, right? Like he's
Yeah,
like,
yeah, dude. He's like he's weird, bro. He's weird. I
and
don't
then
know,
now you get
man.
Timothy Chalamet, and now he's supposed to be a heartthrob.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And we're like, hold, wait,
Hold up,
hold
toxic,
up. Yeah, what the fuck's going on here?
red
I don't.
flag.
Red flag. That's one of my red flags, man. What's really going on there? But yeah, so excited.
If you have
So
a chocolate factory where kids disappear, red flag.
yeah, what's the chocolate made of?
We'll
What's
find out. That's what we'll find out in the original movie. Will it
that?
answer all our questions? Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. We'll check back in and we'll see what's going on
We
with
have to make
Wonka.
Luis watch Wonka so we could all talk about it.
Yeah, so we got to watch Godzilla and we got to watch Wonka, and I'm definitely
And the
watching
Iron
the Iron.
Claw. I
Yeah,
mean, you guys both love wrestling, so I feel like this is right up.
yeah, and it's
And
I mean, it's gonna be dramatic. It's a drama, so it's gonna be good.
Luis is gonna cry.
Maybe I don't know.
Will you
We'll see.
cry?
Probably I'll probably cry. Honestly,
Maybe
nah,
I will.
but
Let's see.
no,
Stay
I'm excited.
tuned.
Stay tuned. Just stay tuned to see to.
How
No,
many
I'm
tears
excited.
we shed?
Yeah, I'm excited to see all the what wrestlers, like actual wrestlers, appear in in the movie. So
Oh, well, there'll be
I'm
extra wrestlers. That'll be cool.
yeah, yeah, I'm excited to see like who pops out, who makes an appearance, and who
The
helped with
Rock.
it. Probably not The Rock. He's too big now. He's too big.
Yeah, he's a boulder now.
Yeah, he's a big boulder. That's a
Okay.
rock.
So what's our next topic?
Oh, I think we got to talk about Andor. I know you wanted to talk about
Oh
Andor.
yeah, let's talk about Endor. So we both
Yeah.
watched the first
Yes.
episode. I
We
watched it
both.
yesterday.
Yes, I watched it yesterday. Also in the morning. I watched it in the morning. I thought the
I watched it
episode.
high. Did you watch it sober?
I watched it regular. Yes. I haven't
Regular
smoked. I haven't smoked in a
default. You
while.
watched it. You watched it default.
Yeah, I watched it in default. Yes, default settings.
Oh, you
Just
haven't smoked? Is it because you're going to confirmation class and it's the devil's lettuce, or?
I don't know. I haven't smoked in a while. It's been a minute. It's been a minute.
Well, we
But
could see our perspectives from the high guy and the default
and the
guy.
default guy. Yeah, I guess so. No, but I overall, I guess it. I don't know. I don't know how to rate it. It was an overall good experience.
Well, what do you
I
think
feel
about it? What you we could describe the episode. It's the first
okay.
episode.
Okay, cool. Well, I mean, starts off. You know, this guy's going to like what seems like it looks like kind of like a strip club, and he's looking for his sister, right? And
You
so
know, the first part gave me like Blade Runner vibes. Have you ever seen the Blade Runner movie?
no,
Well, you should. And like it has like this kind of like future, very colorful, but also very like dirty too. Streets
yes,
and a lot of crime and stuff. And I like that because Star Wars is a very positive movie. It's family friendly. So to see this like dark world of Star Wars, where there's strip clubs and prostitutes, and he's looking for his missing prostitute sister, like that's pretty crazy for
no,
Star Wars.
no.
I was not expecting that.
Yeah, I think you provided way better description than me. I'm kind of all over the place. You were kind of like, yeah, that was really good. I mean, yeah, I kind of I like that it was. I felt like it was a little dark, not too dark, but it was kind of like when when he shoots that guy, he was like, "Oh, you killed him, like he's dead," and the guy was like, "Nah, man, we'll turn ourselves in. Like, we'll say it was an accident," and then he just killed the other dude. I was like, "Oh shit! Like, what
I
the
was like, you
fuck?"
better kill him. He's gonna snitch on you.
Yeah, yeah, and I was like, "Oh shit!" I was like, "Okay, what the fuck's really going on?" Apparently, and his name's what? Cassius, right?
Yes, yes,
His name is
yes.
Cassius, and then his sister, what looks like supposed to be his sister, in those little flashbacks, she goes, Casa, Casa,
Yeah.
Casa, and I'm like, bro, can you just listen to your sister, dog? Like she's trying to like I don't know, bro. Don't why are you ignoring sisters? Don't that's not nice.
They speak this as a language, right? And there's no subtitles, so
Yeah,
you don't know what they're
yeah,
saying. But it's
you
very
can't
interesting.
understand,
So
but believe it
basically,
or
he goes looking for the sister, right? Then
yeah,
these like they're not stormtroopers, but they're some kind of Star Wars authority cops or something. We don't have Louis
right.
here again, sorry. And
Yeah,
then,
yeah.
and, and then they like they're just assholes basically, and they try to jump him, just try to use their authority, and then he accidentally kills one and then kills the other. So then basically that's like the whole first episode because he's like kind of on the run or trying to go on the run because he's scared he's gonna get caught up. So it shows this like very strict, you know, totalitarian kind of government that like is gonna be hunting down people and what he's gonna do, and then you have like this like I guess it's like police basically, and this police officer like captain or something or lieutenant is like on the case even though his boss told him to forget about it, but then he's like,
Right.
nah, I'm gonna look into this. That guy looks like
Yes.
such a creep. Like it's like, bro, like get a life.
I,
Like
dude, I kind of, you know what was funny when his that one guy, his superior, kind of kept on him about
yeah,
having his like his shirt like nice, like a little nicer. He
yeah,
was like,
like
"Hey
he
man, did
got
you?"
his uniform like changed.
Yeah, yeah. Hey man, did you take your like, did you take your like, I don't know, your thing to get like cleaned up, or he did something to it. He was like, "Oh yeah, I took it to get, a little bit fitted," and the fool was like, "You fucking weirdo, man. Why are you doing that shit?" I don't know. Like, kind of
But those
kept on him. That was pretty messed up.
Yeah, and it's good, but that's a good like good details, right? To like to show off in the beginning to introduce a character, because then you see like this guy is very prideful about being a
Yes,
cop, you know. And then so
yes,
even though his boss goes like on some work trip, basically to talk about how crime is going good in their sector, even
yeah,
though it's not. So he's like trying to figure it out while Cassius is trying to run away. And then you see flashbacks of him and his sister in this like tribe that's like Lord of the Flies. Because why they're only kids? I was like waiting
yeah,
for adults, and then there's like
yeah.
never an adult.
There's never an adult.
It's
Like,
like
where
we
are
left
they?
these
What's going
kids,
on? Yeah,
and then at the end he basically like leaves his sister, and that's like the end, right? So like he hasn't seen his sister since she was a child, I would think, right?
yeah. Now she goes, "Casa," and then he's like, "Peace," and then that's
Yeah,
it.
he just leaves her out.
Like, what the
Worst
heck?
brother ever.
Worst, bro. He's trash. He's horrible. But I guess we'll get to check in and see what's going on with that guy, and how this you know the story develops. But yeah, it was. I thought the pacing was pretty good. I thought the things that I like, little things that I noticed was like, oh, like the episode was like 41 minutes long, and before you know it, it was over. It didn't feel like 41 minutes. Like, I was like, oh shit,
Yeah.
like it went. I was like I was invested in the story and what was going on, and like the actors were really good, to where like I was kind of stuck for a little bit and lost track of time, right? So I was like, I guess that's a positive to where I'm like, okay,
So
so
you're
it's
hooked. You're like,
yeah,
I want to see the next episode. I want to see
yeah,
what
yeah. I'm
happens.
hooked. Yeah, I want to see the episode, and like I think you had mentioned it too, that this one was critically acclaimed. This one and
The first
Ahsoka,
season
or
of the
the
first
first
season of The
season.
Mandalorian. I think those are like the best, like praised ones. Like they got Emmy
Okay.
nominations. People love them. I think like why those are kind of people love them more, or at least like critics or the more prestigious you could say, is because they exist like in the Star Wars universe, but they don't like have to connect to Star Wars, and that's what like I personally wanted from all these kind of IPs, Marvel, Harry Potter, Star Wars, even Dune now. Like if you're gonna do like other shows or like other movies about this universe, like everything doesn't have to be about Harry Potter or the Skywalkers, or like do other stories like back in the day, like back in time or in the future, that exist in the same world, and because it's the interesting world that they built, right? And that's what we want to see. So I think
Hmm.
Andor and The Mandalorian, at least the first season, until like later on, like it doesn't really connect to Star Wars. It's
Hmm.
like its own thing. So you just,
Right.
I think that's what's really cool and like special about it. Like Andor,
Hmm.
I didn't know anything about this show going into it. Like I know you said you haven't seen Rogue One, and me and Luis were
Hmm.
telling you about it, but it's
Right.
like a movie that's even before. It's before the Star Wars movie, so in between the prequels and the original '70s Star Wars movies. So it's
Right.
so it's interesting how this story's even before that, and it's just like not something we know about, and the character that we haven't seen since. And so I was like, what is this going to be about? And then like first scene, prostitute sister. I'm like, what? Like
What? You're like, okay. Son
Like
of a
we're going
bitch.
hard. We're going
Oh
hard
man,
here.
we're going we're going hard. Prostitute sister.
This is not your
Okay.
dad's Star Wars.
This is not your dad's Star Wars. And you know what, dude? I thought when that girl came out and they were talking, and he was like, "Oh, I'm looking for so and so," and then she goes, "Oh yeah, like I think she had said she left, or like this person never came by, or whatever." Right? I think she had mentioned that.
Yeah.
I had a feeling that they were gonna like show a scene where like she was actually back there or some shit like that.
Oh
That's
yeah,
what I
yeah.
that's what I was thinking.
I mean, that could still
But
happen. Who knows?
it could. Yeah, it could still happen. No, you're right. And then, but one thing that I have me as a consumer of Star Wars now, I think that I there's always the choice. Well, there's the option of watching everything in order or order of release, right?
Mm, hmm.
And I think I probably fucked up, man. I think I should just watch everything in like order from like the story order, because I feel so lost, dude. Like I watched all the Star Wars movies and they were cool,
Well,
whatever.
okay. So, which movies did you start with? Which ones are the
I
first
watched
ones?
where the ones in release a theater release date.
Okay,
So
so
I
you watched
watched
the
like
the '70s ones first, then the
yes,
prequels, then the new
yep,
ones. Okay.
yes. Yes. So that's exactly what I did, and then I jumped into, like, some of the shows. I think I've seen Boba Fett, which I thought was pretty cool, and then and then Mandalorian was pretty good. Um, and I think, Mandalorian was pretty good. I think, Baby Yoda kinda added Grogu kinda added that little spice of, like, although he's, like, super cute and, like, he's a little strong little motherfucker, and he's been alive for a very long time, and there's that, right? There's like, you know, they just have like this variable that they could kind of do whatever with. They could, you know, I don't know. I don't know where they're gonna go with it. So
I think it's hard to watch Star Wars in chronological order though, because it's not like Marvel where you could just like have all the movies and then watch the now like everything's more recent. But Star
right.
Wars is kind of like jumping different timelines. Like it's like going through different like a in a time machine or something because you have I mean, even the movies, the movies came out, and then the prequels came out before that, and then the next movies were the movies after the original movies, and now
Right.
all these shows that are coming out, like Mandalorian, I think was after, right? And
Yes.
but everything else, like Osaka and the Kenobi show, are before, and this new
Yes.
show is before too. So it's like you can't really do it in order because there's always new things coming out that is in a different
Mhm.
point of time. So it's kind of
Yeah.
hard. So I do get it. I had to have like before I got into the shows and I first watched the movies a few years ago, all in order. I did it in chronological order though,
Mhm.
and it you did had I did kind of had to get it a little bit explained to me. There is a lot of Star Wars lore for sure.
Mhm.
Like there's so much stuff, so it is hard to understand. But I think at least that's the good thing with Andor is that you don't really have to know anything about Star Wars.
you just jump in and it's like there's just explaining the story of this guy that's um it's just a small little important piece, and you got to kind of get to know that you know um but yeah, it is pretty interesting, and then I'm excited to keep watching it, and hopefully you know um hopefully the critics are right, man.
Yeah, we'll see. And then there's going to be a second season coming out, I think, next year. And it's supposed to
Okay.
be the last part. It's supposed to be a two-parter, and then it's over after that. So that's pretty cool. I'm curious to see how it is.
Right. No, yeah, it's gonna be good, man. I think I mean the Star Wars community, they're eating, and then they're eating pretty good, and then I think for like Marvel, they're eating pretty good too.
Wait, I have one more thing about Endor, though, really quickly.
All
Have you
right, go
noticed
ahead.
that all the characters had like different accents?
Oh yeah,
Like some of them are American, some are like Irish, some are like British.
yes.
Like the main
I kind
character,
of like
he has a Mexican accent because he's
yeah
Latino. But I don't know,
yeah.
like, but like
I kind of like that. That was pretty cool.
I really like that too, but like it's really It's really cool to see because it's the future, right? So there's not really like an Earth where there's different countries, there's different worlds. But that's kind of
Right.
like my question though. If this is supposed to be way in the future, why are there still like British accents? Like, is there like a British world? Is there an Australian world? Like, I'm just curious. Like, why I get it that it's just so we could understand that there's different people or whatever, but I'm just like, where's the lore in this? Like, what? Why do you sound like an Australian? Do you even know what Australia is? Like, like,
Bro, I just want to know where are the space kangaroos? Where are where are the space kangaroos, man? I just want to know.
if a
Where
regular human Earth kangaroo could beat your ass, imagine a fucking space kangaroo.
that should be we should that should be a movie. We should just make that movie.
That's like a Rick and Morty episode or something.
That is a good Rick and Morty episode, dude. And then it keeps the front pocket, but in the front pocket there's nothing but like guns, and it's like unlimited.
Yeah, there's like a
And then
different dimension in there or something.
yeah, it's like do you ever watch uh the Puss in Boots movie, The Last Wish?
Yes,
Yeah, the character
classic and
that
icon.
yes. Did you the character that the big guy, what's his name? The villain, what's his name?
The wolf?
No, that's just dead. He's not the villain. He's just dead. No, the big guy, what's his name? The one that has the pie factory. The
I,
big guy.
I oh, I know who you're talking about. I don't know. I
What's his
forget his
name?
name.
He's played by the comedian. What's his name? Dude, I'm blanking so bad right now.
Yeah, I don't know,
Um,
bro. This is your point.
oh, dude, this is horrible right now. Sorry, guys. I was not expecting to go this route today.
We
He is
always go
play.
in a different like. We just get distracted.
Yeah. Anyways, like at the end of at the movie, he has that big. He has the bag where he has all his shit. Right. Basically, that's what the kangaroo has in his
Oh yeah,
pouch.
it's
Just
basically like Mary Poppins, who has everything.
yeah. There you go. There you go. Fucking kangaroo, Mary Poppins. Yeah.
There we go. We're hitting every fucking culture from
Bro,
today.
dude, this fucking podcast is amazing. I think people are missing out. We should get sponsored. We should get money. I should need like just give me like
Give us
if
free
I could,
tickets to Wonka,
yeah, just free
but
tickets to
not
Wonka.
Aquaman because Richard
Not
won't go.
I won't go. I'll frame it or something, but I won't go. I don't know. I'm not going to that. It's kind of, I don't know, man. It's kind of I don't know. It's weird. I don't
You know, there was a other Mary Poppins movie, kind of like Wonka. I wonder. I think it was a prequel too, so they went into Mary Poppins lore too. But
Mary
it's like, do
Poppins.
we need a prequel of everything?
I
Like who
know.
cared? Who cared how Cruella de Vil became evil? You know, like, do you ever see that movie Cruella?
Yes, I thought it was pretty good. You didn't like it?
I liked it. I mean, it was enjoyable, but it was kind of dumb that like why she hates dogs is because the dogs killed her mom. Like a dog
I
just
mean,
run out of
bro.
nowhere and
I
then
mean,
push
bro.
her mom off a cliff. Like what the fuck?
I mean, bro. Wouldn't you?
That's
I
so
mean,
dramatic. No, I get her reasoning. It's fine, whatever. But
you're like,
why
it's
did it
just
have?
hilarious.
Why did it have to be like? It was just like the most dramatic thing. It's like someone like on coke and Disney and just like, ah, how could we? How could we kill this mom with dogs? Let's just have dogs run her off a cliff. She's just on the cliff for no reason. Just put her there. Fuck it.
All right, that's a good ending. Let's just wrap it up. Let's just make it happen. Let's go. Let's end it here. Dude, that's
Okay.
funny, bro. No. I'm talking about like the movie. Like that's what I go. Like this is how she's gonna die. And like, this is great. This is great.
The Finn. It just ends right there.
Finn, it just says Finn, bro. Can we bring that back? Can we bring that back? Where like
I do love that.
that is pretty cool. Where movies just go Finn. Like, I mean, I wonder what was the last movie that had that like as a thing.
I know, right? I know.
That'd
I
be a
know
good
some
thing.
movies say the end, but not Finn.
Hmm.
We need to make a movie and bring it back. Bring Finn back. Hashtag bring Finn back.
Hashtag bring Finn back. It has to be a movie in black and white. I don't know. I just feel like it has to be black and
Yeah, I
white.
feel right. I agree.
Yeah, it has to be black and white and starring Timothy Chalamet.
Yes, Timothy Chalamet.
Chalamet
There we
and
go. Let's do
uh,
it.
he plays He's in the new Adams Family movie. He plays. He play,
He plays the dad.
he plays the
It's the
dad.
prequel to the dad. How
It's the
it's
prequel to the
more
dad.
not the whole Adams family, just the dad.
Just bro, please don't give them ideas. Our phones hear everything,
That's
and
true.
they're gonna be like, you know what? That's a fucking great idea. You
They're
know what? We're
like,
not,
let's do it.
and we're not even getting paid off it. We're not even getting paid for these ideas, man. Like,
And
fuck.
actually, that's messed up because most of the time the dad is like a Latino actor. So
Yeah.
Timothy Chalamet is over here taking people's jobs.
Or he could play Morticia. I don't know, bro. It was pretty thin. He has nice hair.
That's
You
true.
know.
It'll be before he grows. It's just an afro right now.
Yeah, it's just before he's gonna grow a little bit more. No, yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. But yeah, man. That's
So
fucking
we're gonna
that's
watch
hilarious.
the second episode of Andor for next week or
Yeah,
when?
let's do it. Yeah, hopefully Luis hops on, man, and he could come. He could stop playing D&D. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding,
Yeah, we'll
man.
see. We'll see. We'll see.
If you're listening, do your thing, man. You have fun, and you
At
know.
least play this podcast while you guys are playing D&D.
Yeah, I think you know what, man. I think on this one I sound a little more excited, a little more confident. Um, but it is fun because like you know what, like throughout the day I would be like, oh, I feel like man, I feel kind of nervous, and I'm like, but I was like, why do I feel nervous about doing a podcast? Plus, I talk to people all the fucking time, like like sell cars, like you know what I'm saying. So
I
it's
get
kind
it
of
though because like you don't like when you hear it, it's different, right? It's like hearing yourself, your voice.
yeah,
It's always kind of weird, and then
yeah.
you're gonna be thinking like, did I like sound stupid? You know, that's what I think. You know, so
No,
it is a
yeah,
little
yeah.
different.
Yeah, but I really do want to. It'd be cool if we could keep it as like as a weekly thing. I don't know how, like, of course, my vision, what I think is like it'd be dope if we could make money, like some money, that way. I mean, it helps with anything. I don't know, something paying the bills. Like, how cool would it be if we could generate enough money just talking about shit, on a weekly basis or on a couple times a week type of deal where we get like advertising and all this shit where we all get paid and don't really have to work. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't
Yeah.
know how realistic
There
that
are
is, but
I mean, there are podcasts like that, you know. Is it,
yeah.
they say that, back in the day, it was always like friends getting together and be like, we should open a bar. Now it's like friends getting together and it's like, we should do a podcast.
We should do a podcast, dude. I mean, like, dude, why the hell not? Look, like one of the things that I like really doing, I like doing a little bit of research on stuff. Although my memory retainment, I'm gonna be honest, is not the best, but like I'll pull it out of my ass sometimes, and I'll be like, oh yeah, I remember this, and then like I like doing a little bit of research on like things and movies, and like I like knowing like how much money the movie made, and like did it flop or was it really good, or like little predictions, shit like that. Like I also like doing interviews. I actually interviewed you remember George Aguilera?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That was
Yeah,
a raw
actually,
interview.
yeah. Actually, I don't know if you heard it, but yeah, I interviewed that guy, and then he was pretty. I haven't, man. He hasn't posted anything like recently, so I wonder how that guy's doing. But I mean, because he was doing YouTube videos, and that was, I believe, his main source of income was YouTube. But dude, I
Yeah.
mean, he was making really good money. Like that was pretty good,
Yeah, I had
But
never known that about him before.
yeah, it was pretty cool. And then, but dude, he has like 1 million followers, and like, it's on if you check on the podcast, it's the one it's the most listened to. It has like 200, like 200 or 300, I think, like listeners or people that
Mm.
listen to it, which is dope. But I mean, I like interviewing people, and I did reach out to a few people that I know. Um, like for example, one of he's a good friend of mine that he used to work at Ford. I mean, it's been a while since he's worked at Ford. I think he's been gone maybe like about 5 years, but he was at
So
Ford, and now
he could give us all the background info.
yeah, and then now he's in a band. Now he's in a band called Reminiscence, and it's like a
Mm.
hardcore heavy metal band, and I believe he plays guitar. So I hit him up, and I was like, bro, I mean, and they're pretty good on like they're on Spotify. I think they have like 10,000 like followers or listeners. I'm not sure,
What's
but
it
like
called? What's the band name again?
Reminiscence.
That's a cool name.
I don't know what that means. I don't know what reminiscence means.
Like
Do you know what
reminisce, maybe like reminisce, like remembering. I don't know.
I googled it. Reminiscence. It's like not a word.
Oh, so they just made it up. It still
Maybe,
sounds
dude.
cool.
I don't know. It's gonna be one of. It's legit gonna be my first questions. I have some questions written down. I'm like, bro, what the fuck does reminiscence means? You know what I'm saying? And but yeah, it's interesting because he was in car sales, and so he was working at Ford. Now he's doing that, and I'm very excited to like do a dive into that with them, which is pretty cool. And then for the, I also want to interview this. He owns a card shop that me and Luis go to. We've been there a few times, and it's interesting because there's two people that own it. A guy, his name is Jake, and he was also in the car business, right? And he opened up a car shop, and the reason he knows I was we went in there like maybe I don't know, it was sometimes earlier this year we went in and he noticed that he was, oh, you sell cars? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, bro, I used to sell cars too. Like I just left the car business like a year ago, and then I was in it for a while. And I opened up this car shop. I went to like LA and sold cars over there. Didn't really work out. Came back, and they opened up a card shop, comic shop, and it's pretty cool. We pop in there, and he knows me. Like he's like, bro, what's up? And then we start talking about like anime. So like
That's
I
cool.
go,
Cause like
yeah, yeah,
comic shops like that are like a community, right? So it's cool. Like the owner knows you and you guys could chat.
yeah, dude. And I go in there, and I mean, he's a cool guy. He's very friendly. He's a car guy. Car guys are typically like that, like that, like the energy's there, and they like to have a good time, and they're pretty chill. But he was like, nah, dude. Like I hit him up, and I was like, hey, bro, would you be open to an interview? You and your business partner. That way you could post it on there, and then you could share with your community what you guys do, and maybe it drives a little bit more traffic to you guys, and that way people know who you guys are and just stuff like that, right? And then I think I'm hitting a little niche on like for like interviewing, because a lot of people don't interview like these little small businesses or people that are up and coming, so
Yeah.
I think it hypes them up to like um to kind of be like, oh, like yeah, I'm getting interviewed, like damn, I'm being like, I'm doing something good, and it hypes both sides up, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and they're interest. These are all like interesting stories. Like I want to hear about them. Like, is
Yeah,
it
no,
okay?
yeah. So yeah, like I like listening to people that are passionate about whatever it is they're passionate about. And
Yeah,
what I'm passionate about is finding that in people. I like finding that passion in people, and like I like to bring it out. Like you like to talk about like movies, and you really get into it. You're very you have a good description like when you talk about it. Sometimes like I read your thing on that what is it called?
oh,
Um
letterbox.
yeah, letterbox, and I was like, holy shit, like that's, I mean, I read some of them, and I was like, damn, that's pretty cool. Like I didn't even think about it that way, and it's pretty dope, right? And I'm like, so I'm sure there's people that like that. And then like Luis, he's really into comics, and he gets very excited. So his excitement is there, and I like listening to that. And then when we all three of us get together, it's fucking
It's the
you
best,
know
I think.
it's
It is
it's
fun,
pretty chaotic. Yeah, it's fun.
but like it's a fun chaos, right? That's
Yeah,
I
it's
like
fun,
how we always go to Luis when we watch like a Marvel movie, and we're like, "Hey, what is this?" Like we have a question. What happened here?
bro.
And
Yes, what's going on? Like, bro, who is this? Like, bro, you know what I'm saying? But um, yeah, I want him to watch Loki. Did you finish Loki?
no, I haven't started the second season yet.
Okay. Honestly, I feel like you could just skip to the last two episodes, and like, cause they do a recap of like everything, and I'm
No,
like, I mean,
I'm a completist. I like watching the whole
I know you weren't gonna say yes to that, but I was just like,
Still, it was
I'm
still
just
on the
throwing it out
table.
there. Yeah, I just threw it on there, just but yeah, it's phenomenal. I think this is, in my opinion, the best Marvel show that they've put out. Like it's so good, and I think because we've been following Loki for so long, and for it to end the way that it did, you're like, wow, like that's so fucking cool. How is it gonna affect it moving forward? And yeah, I don't want to get into it too much. That's for another time, but
Yeah, we'll talk about
it's
that
really
when
good.
we all watch it. We should.
Yeah,
We'll
it's
catch up. We'll catch up.
no, it's really good. But yeah, dude. All right, man. I'll let you go. That way, I know it's pretty late on your end, and it's probably gonna be what you're at 10:30.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
10:30.
next week we could talk about Godzilla Minus One.
Hopefully, yes.
And
Hopefully, we can all watch it. I will squeeze it in. How long is it? A
and
couple hours? The movie?
it's just I think it's just 2 hours.
Okay, cool. Yes, we'll
Yeah,
check
it's
into
not
it.
like a 3 hour movie or anything like that.
Okay, cool. All right, we'll check in, and then
Hopefully
hopefully I
Luis could
could.
join us, and then we could
Yes,
talk about more
that.
stuff. He could answer our Star Wars questions.
Yes, he will. Sounds good. All right, brother. Signing off.
Okay.
Good night, man.
Have
I'll
a good
talk to you guys later. Peace out.
good night. Bye, everybody.
Buenas noches.